Oh, bruh. Oh my God. Oh man. Y'all, I'm in complete disbelief right now, man. I really am. But I tried telling people on Twitter all week, if you keep this game close, that youngin' Jayden Daniels is different, bro. I kept telling folks, man, if the game is close, youngin' is gonna close the show. I knew it, and I felt it in my soul. I got a text from Foots last week, like, watch they beat Detroit. And I know watching this game, I know y'all are all thinking the same thing that I'm thinking right now. Guys, we made a mistake, bro. We made a mistake going into this year with how we handled things. Mike should have been fired last year. Mike should have been fired last year. And I mean, I hate to say it, but I was saying it last year, but people weren't hearing me when I was saying it. But if if we were gonna move on from, I don't know, like, if we were gonna play around with the whole signing of Dak, we needed to draft a quarterback last year. I mean, somebody said it earlier, and they said we need a new quarterback. And I'm not far away from that. I'm not far away from those thoughts, bro. Like, I don't know where we go from here. I am I am stunned, guys. Like, Washington, all it took for them was to change ownership, get a new coach, get a new quarterback, and they literally changed their fortune longer than ours. Like, we talk about 28 years, theirs was way longer than that. And they changed their fortune in a matter of months, bro. In a matter of months, they changed their fortune. And I really am disheartened as a Cowboys fan. If y'all can, man, hit that like button, bro, because I'm about to drop some gems tonight. 55 people in here, so it's only 7 likes. Let's hit the like. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, oh, and on top of that, spend a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, things that we heard before. Dan Quinn don't like linebackers. You know, we going to make the. That's a bunch of bullshit, bro. Bunch of bullshit. We've been hearing a bunch of bullshit for a long time, and this right here showed it. The Commanders going to the NFC Championship game, showed that everything we've been told is a bunch of bullshit, bro, by a bunch of people that don't want to do what it takes to win. And it got to start with the front office. Because, see, as much as I want to blame Mike, Kellen's probably going to win tomorrow. And you're going to have Kellen versus Dan Quinn in the NFC Championship game. And they both were with us. We've had both of them. And I don't even like Kellen that much. And I definitely had an issue with Dan Quinn last year. But it's something in that building, something in that culture that's just not right, bro. It's just not right. We made a mistake. And also, we might have made a mistake paying Dak that money, bro. We might have made a mistake paying him that money. And I say that because, and listen, it is what it is. Y'all got to hear the truth. I'm not going to lie to you when I say this. That youngin is better than Dak, bro. He better. He does everything better than him already. And he already got poise that Dak ain't never had, bro. He got poise that Dak ain't never had. And I'll tell you when I saw it. I saw it. I probably thought that when they beat Atlanta. When I saw them beat Atlanta, I was like, young. Like, he got something different that Dak don't have. Now, that's okay, though, because Jayden's a first first-round pedigree. Dak is a fourth-round pedigree for a reason, which means we got to get guys around him. Because Dak ain't going to do what he did tonight and go on the road and go on the road as a heavy underdog and come out on top like that. We can say what we want to say. People can be Dak apologists all they want. And I love Dak, but I look at that, and that's impressive. That's impressive what that youngin' did, bro. And we ain't going to sit here and act like they got a whole bunch of weapons, because they don't. They don't got a whole bunch of weapons. The difference is him, bro. Jayden Daniels is the difference. He's the difference. Could you say, I mean, you could give Cliff, you can give Dak Cliff. Dak not making those plays with his legs when they got him dead to rights. You know what I'm saying? The accurate throws, the quick throws when they are blitzing them and understanding where to go with the football. Nah, bro. Like, this youngin' is different. But in the same breath, dog, like, I mean, we talked about Dan Quinn, right? Last year. We talked about it. And this is where I'm going to say we made a mistake. We gave Dan Quinn all this shit about the defense not being good enough and giving up 40 points and all that stuff. And I just think on it. Jayden Daniels never stopped scoring tonight. He never stopped scoring, bro. Never stopped scoring. And from that moment on, I can't give Dan Quinn all of the blame of that Green Bay game no more. Because we came out, we turned the ball over, we looked like crap on offense. Jayden Daniels was driving that ball up and down the field on Detroit on their home field all damn day, bro. All damn day. These are things people don't want to hear. This is why CD was going the hell off last year. This is why he was going off. And I don't know, bro. All it takes is belief. And I'm watching. I know y'all are feeling it. I know y'all are feeling it. Y'all talking about 5 takeaways. It's the same coordinator, bro. It's the same Dan Quinn. Same Dan Quinn, bro. And then I watched Jordan Love look like crap last week. I mean, you want to know why there were takeaways, guys? There were takeaways because Jayden Daniels never let his foot off the damn gas, bro. He never let his foot off the gas. And Detroit had to continue to score points. And it made him have to push the ball downfield and do things he didn't want to do. Jordan Love last year was comfortable because we were just getting our ass kicked and we weren't a threat to score points. That matters, bruh. It matters. Y'all can say it don't, but it do. When you can go and you can score points, it matters. We couldn't score no points. I'm looking at Washington, and they put the pressure on Detroit all night, bruh. And that I'm telling you, that matters. Because if you've ever been on the other side of that, if you've ever called plays and somebody else, and you know your defense can't stop it, Ben Johnson did too much tonight. He did too much because the threat of what Washington was doing on that side of the ball, they had no answer for it. They had no answer for when Washington went that up-tempo. Detroit couldn't stop them, bro. They couldn't stop them. And you too emotional defending Dak. You too emotional defending Dak all the time, bro. I'm saying that youngin got something that Dak don't have. He kept that pressure up. Y'all are emotional defending him. Just by saying he don't got something. He don't got that. You gonna sit here and tell me that Dak can go out there and play a playoff game like that youngin did it? No way. The closest I seen to it was Tampa. I seen him do it 2 times in a row. And y'all know it's different, bro. Y'all just being homers. And bro, it pains me to say that. Pains me to say it. Somebody asked me why the sudden switch. Because I watched Washington. I watched Washington. I live here, bro. I live here. I know what they've gone through. I've watched the pessimistic fan base. I've watched them feel like before a game is started that the game is over. I've watched it. The belief that when I met Brian Robinson this offseason and I met him, I felt the energy right then and there. But the belief in this city, in this area, bro, they believe in that youngin, bro. They believe in him. Everybody believes in him. Hell, it's to a point where I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I believe in him. And I hate them, bro. I hate them, dog. I hate them with a passion. And I believe in him. And now, granted, we're probably not going to be in a situation where you get the number 2 pick. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. We're not going to be in a position where you get the number 2 pick. So, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to get a Jayden Daniels. That's not going to happen. But the part that I want to highlight, because I don't want to make it seem like it's all Dak. The biggest thing that happened for them is they did the right thing. They did the right thing, changing ownership, getting a new coach and a new culture. That's bigger than Jayden Daniels. Without those things, there is no Jayden Daniels. Without those things, there is no Jayden Daniels. Dallas has to change culture. That's where we made our mistake. We should have fired Mike McCarthy, and we should have started over then. And started over meaning we got to draft different types of players. We got to build this team completely different than what we've been doing. That was the time to do it. That was the time. Last year, when we lost to Green Bay, that was the time to do it. Now we've locked Dak in to a big contract. We've locked CD into a big contract late to where we couldn't bring no other players in. We did it wrong. We did it wrong. So that's what I was saying. Like, I don't want to make it all about Dak. It's all about the culture. The culture that they built for Jayden Daniels to come in and do that. But he does have something we don't got, though. Like, that mug got poise, bro. And they believe in him. I mean, there's not anybody in their right mind besides Commander fans that picked the Commanders to win that game. Nobody can sit here and tell me that. And nobody can sit here and tell me that they're not stunned at what they watched. Even Commander fans are surprised at how easy that game was. At how easy that was. And I said to myself watching this game, the guys that we want to interview, because I still want to interview Aaron Glenn, and I still want to interview Ben Johnson. But the guys that we were looking at tonight got out-coached. They got out-coached. I don't give a damn about being short-staffed and not having no dudes. When we thought Detroit was going to the Super Bowl, nobody gave a damn about 6 people being hurt. And Washington defense really being hurt most of the year and being trashed on the back end. Nobody cared about that stuff, bro. So, like, I'm not trying to hear those excuses today. Washington came in there in Detroit where they had Jello performing and all of that stuff, and they whooped their ass, bro. They whooped their ass. And that comes with culture, because the old Washington wouldn't have even made it to this point. They would have got blown out. Detroit would have hung 50 on them. As a matter of fact, old Washington would have lost last week. And it was last week that I realized this ain't the same, bro. This is different. Like, this is what happens when you do things the right way. Washington did things the right way. We can't say they didn't. They did things the right way, and things are happening for them. So until you do right by me, we're going to continue to go down this downward spiral until we start doing things the right way. So here's the silver lining behind that as Cowboy fans. Jerry got to live with this. If Jerry has any pride of competitive nature, this shit doesn't feel good right now. because it don't feel good to me. It hurts my soul, bro. It hurts my soul, bro. Let me see what did Rome say. Okay, Rome said Quinn got out coached last year. What does that mean? Rome, that might mean you're not listening. I'm saying it's culture, bro. Because, I mean, we can say what we want to say about Quinn. Quinn wasn't in charge of that culture. But I will tell you, Quinn, this year, I guess he learned from it. He's in Washington where he can do things the way he wants to do it and build a team the way he wants to do it. We talked about it all year, bro. We talked about it last year. They say Quinn ain't like linebackers. He sure as hell like linebackers now. He sure as hell got the things that he needed. Maybe last year he didn't have what he needed, and that's why he got out coached. Maybe he didn't have what he needed. We know he didn't have what he needed. We know he didn't have what he needed. That's why he got out coached. All we had was Micah last year for the most part. And that doesn't mean I don't like Zim, because I do like Zim, and I like the things he did. You right about that. You right about Glenn. That's why. But I did say I want to see him come in, but that don't mean he didn't get out coached. Don't mean he didn't get out coached tonight. Don't mean Ben didn't get out coached tonight. I just thought it was ironic that our guy who got out coached last year out coached them tonight. That's what was ironic to me. And it's because he was allowed to do the things he wanted to do. Now, is Jerry going to allow Glenn to come in here and do what he wants to do? He's going to have to change it. He's going to have to change what he does. If Jerry don't change what he going to do, we going to be sitting here looking like this right here. I'm on the couch right now. If Jerry don't change what he going to do, in Washington, Magic said it. Magic said it. And those front office people say it. They're allowing the football guys to do the football things, bro. And bros and sis and family. Because we're family. And sometimes we'll agree and we'll disagree. Like, bro, things got to change. Like you said, Rome, some shit got to shake, bro. Some shit got to shake, bro. Like, I am not happy right now. I am not a happy camper, bro. I'm not happy. It's not me being emotional, right? Don't take it from me being emotional. But watching Washington do that, like I talk to Rio every day. I talk to Rio every day, bro. And we were supposed to have a bet about kind of this, really. I don't even know what the hell happened. Hold on. I can't even see who commenting right now. Hold on, give me 1 second. I can't even see who commenting right now. Okay, there we go. We good. My bad. I don't know what happened. But yeah. All right, cool. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I got cut off or what. But yeah, Rome, it is bigger than... All right, cool. My bad. I got y'all on my phone and all that stuff. Yeah, it's bigger than Dak. It's bigger than Dak, but Dak part of the problem, though. And Dak part of the problem because the culture ain't built a specific way. And this is what he came into. This is what he came into. It's bigger than Dak. And I explained that already. It's the culture. It's up top, bro. It's up top. It's up top. And until we change that, nobody is safe. Nobody going to be able to do what they want to do. I see Dez and Micah talking back and forth. And Micah talking about Dez had the power to change the culture. And Dez is trying to speak for them. And it's like, bro, you think Dez wasn't trying to do these things? It's not even, but see, Chad, it's not even about getting rid of the Garrett boys. Like what Dez was saying. It's not even getting rid of the Garrett boys. Bro, where do you think the Garrett boys came from? Where do you think the Garrett boys came from? The Garrett boys, the Garrett boys are descendants of Jerry and them, bro. Jerry and them, bro. That's the issue. Now, don't take me being critical of some of these current players, and being part of that, but everybody the issue. But it starts at the top, bro. It starts at the top, everybody. Starts at the top. But I'm not gonna I'm not gonna keep I can't defend nobody is what I'm saying. I'm to the point now where I can't defend nobody because I'm sitting here watching this youngin and there's 4 people around him and he running around them and he making plays and stuff too. Because everything wasn't dialed up correctly for him tonight either. And I'm watching him make plays anyway. And I'm watching people who were normally bums last year, like De'Ami Brown. De'Ami Brown was probably a season away from driving the damn Metro bus. He probably was a season away from driving the Metro bus. If you don't believe me, go ask Rio. Go watch. Bro, I'm here. I'm plugged in. I'm trying to tell y'all. Now all of a sudden, he making no-look catches, bro. No-look catches. I don't know, bro. Tony Henley, you're right. It's never perfect. But I'm just saying, for the people saying that a new coach, that changing the GM and all that can't change everything, like it's not going to happen overnight, I just watched it happen overnight. Y'all can't tell me that no more. Y'all can't tell me that no more. Y'all cannot tell me that a new coach coming in here can't shake shit up and change things. You can't tell me that. Y'all can't tell me the things y'all been telling me that it can't happen when I'm sitting here and I watched it happen. And I watched it happen tonight. Yeah, Rome. They got a new coach and signed 15 new free agents. Bro, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, bro. It happened overnight because they did the right things. They did the right things. And as we continue to keep being lazy and cutting corners, the cutting corners has allowed everybody that was behind us to catch up to us. It's allowed the people who were behind us to catch up. We've been cutting corners. We've been cutting corners and playing it safe and conservative. And I'm glad Mike McCarthy walked out on their ass. Mike McCarthy walked away from y'all. Shit, Mike might have looked over and said, damn, Dan, you happy over there? Damn, Kellen, y'all happy over where you at? Damn. Wish I could be happy. Wish I could be happy too. I'm glad he did. Now, if they go, I'm trying to tell y'all. So this is really the icing on the cake for me. If they go out there and they hire Kellen, y'all, we are going nowhere. We are going nowhere, and we're going to be right here next year in the same spot. I'm telling you, because Kellen is what's comfortable, and Kellen is part of what Dez was talking about, what we're all feeling, bro. Kellen is a descendant of all of that. As a matter of fact, Kellen might be what's holding Philly back a little bit now. We can't tell because Saquon is bailing them out. And that defensive side, and Vic Fangio on them is bailing them out. We hire Kellen, dog. You can expect more of this. And it might be worse. It might be worse. Somebody just said it in the comments. And I'm looking down now, but I saw it. Might be why you need to go and do something different. Might be why you need to do something different and build it different. Might be why you need to go get Prime. Might be why you got to do something different. Because you bring in Kellen, you can expect to build the team how they've been building it. You can expect it to be a zoo around everywhere. You can expect everything that we hate about this organization to continue. You can expect it. I'm telling you. You can expect it. Hashtag no Kellen Moore. I'm telling y'all right now from the bottom of my heart. Can you imagine if Washington last year, if Washington would have hired whoever was the active coach, whoever was an old coach, can you imagine if they had hired like Jack Del Rio? Imagine if Washington would have hired Jack Del Rio instead of Dan Quinn. That's what it would be like should we hire Kellen. Because Kellen on the way out, it was not pretty. Wasn't pretty on the way out. I'm telling y'all, we hire Kellen, bro, you can expect more of the same. They're going to try and sell you on things that's different, but it's not going to be different. It's going to be them being comfortable. It's going to be them. It's going to be us just being good enough to keep the machine going, or maybe even worse. But what I'm looking at right now, guys, hey, look, they got to do something to wow. As a fan, they got to do something to wow my socks off. It's got to be completely different than what we've been doing. Has to be different. Has to be different. And I urge the people who are you know what I'm saying, season ticket holders, people that, you know what I'm saying, spend a whole bunch of money. Like, I'm not one to watch people's wallets and stuff like that. But if you're unhappy, like I'm unhappy right now, yo, you got to hit them where it hurts, bro. Because this right here is unacceptable. We literally watched a team that was worse than us, that was on a list of teams that hadn't been in the NFC Championship in so long and however many years. You can take Washington off that list, and Washington's off that list. And if they go to the Super Bowl, oh, man. Oh, man. Because I don't even want to think about it. Because tonight, they beat the dog shit out of the number 1 seed, bro. They beat Detroit like Detroit was the Carolina Panthers, bro. They beat Detroit like Detroit was the Panthers. Man, some soul searching, man. Some soul searching and some things to think about, guys. Woo. Woo-saw, man. Woo-saw. Chris B said Washington has 100 million. Oh, God. They ain't done, bro. The good thing about it, though, guys, Tom Brady said this tonight. He said it on the telecast, is that the league is year to year. So you can think that things is sweet and you can continue to get better. And who knows, maybe Washington is getting their ass bounced out like Detroit did tonight. I'm pretty sure Detroit is looking at things, and they might lose 2 coaches off their staff. They might lose both coaches. They might lose Glenn and Ben Johnson. And they wasted this year. They wasted this opportunity this year. So it is a year-to-year league. And it's all about what you do if you do the right things. Now, there are some teams out there that can kind of stay at the top. Like if you watch Kansas City tonight, if you watch Kansas City, the thing that I really like about them is that you watch the Houston game. It's not like Kansas City did anything spectacular, but they did not make the mistakes. Houston kept making mistakes. Houston wasn't really used to the little pockets and, you know what I'm saying, inside the game where it's like, I got to make a play. You could tell Houston wasn't really used to that, but Kansas City was. And that's what we call championship DNA. Detroit didn't have that because they're not used to this. That's why Washington was able to jump on them and keep that pressure on them. I guarantee you Washington wouldn't have done that to KC because KC understands all of the peaks and valleys of what a playoff game is and what the playoffs are, and they would have been able to ride those waves. Detroit ain't there yet. And it was almost like they went into this game expecting, it was almost like they went into the game like we normally do when we like the number 1 seed or something like that. Detroit wasn't used to it. They read the newspaper clippings. And outside of really Jahmyr Gibbs, I couldn't name somebody, maybe St. Brown, but I couldn't really name somebody that kept the pressure on Washington all game long besides Jahmyr Gibbs. I can't really name anybody else. And that's part of the problem, too. I watched Ben Johnson tonight, and watching him play with his food, he trying to call everything that's on his play sheet instead of just sticking to the things that was working. Gibbs, Washington had nothing for Gibbs. And you just allowed them off the hook by not continuing to go to the well, by continuing to put a hurt running back in there who obviously he couldn't do the things he needed to do. So, woo. You watch Kansas City, and then you're going to watch Philly tomorrow and watch Philly because Philly does a good job at playing at home in the playoffs. Philly understands the peaks and the valleys too. And if you watched the Green Bay game last week, you saw opening kickoff. They made them fumble. They took they took advantage of it. They took advantage. They took advantage and jumped on them early. And Green Bay was on the back on the ropes the whole time. Green Bay never really got an opportunity to really make things even from that moment on. So playoff football is a little different. Washington was able to make some people some believers tonight. Alex, you feel it in your bones? I feel it in my bones too, bro. I feel it in my bones. Tonight, what we saw tonight was a little different, man. It was a little different. And it made me uneasy. Hold on. Popeye P said if Cliff Kingsbury called a hell of a game or was it all JD? I think it was a little bit of both. I think Cliff realized that Detroit couldn't handle all of the formations that they were throwing at them. And when they added tempo, which, you know, Jayden is pretty much an NFL infant. So, you know, it was closer to a college tempo tonight. Detroit, they didn't really have the guys on that side. And Washington just stayed on their neck the whole time. They just foot on the neck or foot on the gas pedal. And when they were going tempo, they was all over Detroit. They was all over them. But when they slowed it up outside of halftime, then it was like, oh, okay, Detroit got a shot. But once they went back to tempo, Detroit, I don't think, stopped them again. Or maybe they had to miss field goal late where it didn't matter. And then you got turnovers. Jared Goff turned the ball over. Washington, I'm telling y'all, Washington scoring them points, that really spooked old boy over there. Because Jared Goff is a front runner. Jared Goff ain't going to be down 14 points and come back in no game. I think Washington knew that too. And, you know, hey, like I said, I told somebody this. I don't know who it was. I said, Detroit better get up on them like 14-0 and don't look back. Because if it's close, young and different, bro. He not here to play. So, congratulations to the Commander fans. Cowboys, we got some soul searching to do. But hey, that's why we got the channel, right? That's why we here. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna head to bed. You know, gotta get up early. You know, gotta work out and all that type of stuff. Trying to stay in shape. Trying to make sure that, you know, this 2025, these goals, that we hit these goals. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Hit that like, Philadelphia in here. Hey, man, good luck to y'all tomorrow. Just because my team ain't in it, don't mean I got to hate on everybody. I'm secretly hating, though. But, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If you do things the right way, Howie does things the right way. You do things the right way, you deserve good things. So, appreciate y'all, man. I'm going to head to bed. Salute. God bless everybody. Peace.